doing the silhouette challenge. Marquise. And chanting, we apologize.
Oh, he did it? Honey baked ham in there? Oh, he's
stomping anybody, so make your choice right. Select to make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oda back at it with the silhouette challenge. Ain't nobody beating him. Otama is the MVP of Wano country and is easily the best kid in One Piece entirely. What's good, internet? It's your boy Fly. This is my One Piece chapter 1004 review-ish, where I talk about what I liked and didn't like and speculate on what's going to happen. Otama has finally executed her plan that was hinted at many chapters ago with Nami and Usopp, and it comes to find out that she was planning this many days before the battle, talking to Speed and the prison guards of Udon and the Vice Warden, and they were planning their attack on Onigashima. It was revealed that is actually how she got there in the first place. She used them to get there, and she was creating Kibi Dango and preparing for the battle. See, last chapter, CP0 made it apparent that numbers do indeed matter in this battle, and if we find out that there's 27,000 members of the Beast Pirate Alliance left, and there's only 5,000 left on the Straw Hat Alliance, but I totally forgot that Otama is in play, and she was gonna enact her plan, which many of us have been theorizing for many months now. Otama has proven that she is the most important person on the Straw Hat Alliance, using her Kibi Dango to control the gifters, pleasurers, and the headliners that all ate Smile Devil Fruits. And if you add in the samurai and beast pirates that were affected by Queen's poison, and they were starting to think that maybe they might need to switch sides because of Queen's cruel treatment, the beast pirates are going to lose numbers very, very fast. With Otama here evening the playing field, it kind of brings down the chance of people coming into Wano as reinforcements to help fight against Kaido and his forces, with the alliance growing bigger and bigger as long as Otama is here, and we see how strong the gifters are if they're grouped together, where they were able to hold down General Frankie. And speaking of General Frankie, we got some great action with him against Sasaki. They seem to be pretty even because Frankie is in the General Frankie, and they're both holding their own against each other, having difficulty taking each other down. So I do assume that sooner or later Frankie will get out of the General Frankie and fight Sasaki man to man. Maybe Sasaki turns into his hybrid and goads him to come out, or he's able to finally damage and pierce through the General Frankie. But either way, Usopp, Nami, and Otama come through, helping Frankie in their battle, bringing alongside Page Run and Ulti. Maybe we might even get a 6-man tag player. Jokes aside, Frankie does need his flowers because he has been putting work ever since the raid starting and has been taking people out left, right, and center, and even damaging Sasaki. But he's not the only one that needs their flowers, so does Nami. She was able to land a blow on Ulti, although it wasn't able to take her out, it was able to give some damage, with Nami hinting that she's going to need a way bigger Thunderbolt, maybe hinting that she might get Zeus later down the line in this battle, or she will be able to create a much larger Thunderbolt, obviously hinting that's how the battle between Nami and Ulti will end, because Ulti will not let go of Nami and keep her out of her sights. Now for my favorite part of the chapter, not because of what happens, but because of what it hints at. We find out that Sanji's in captivity still, no surprise to me or any fans out there, but Sanji beat up a bunch of dudes, but he can't hit the woman, so obviously he's stuck in a very peculiar situation. But he is forced to call Robin over there because it seems as though Black Maria has her sights on Nico Robin, because this was hinted at a few chapters ago when Big Mom said to kill everyone but leave Nico Robin, as she is the only one that is able to read the road poneglyphs. With Black Maria stating what they're going to do to Robin once they got their hands on her, Sanji calmly states to not underestimate Nico Robin. I really love this panel because usually Sanji is the one to say I will protect her no matter what, showing that he has 100% faith and trust in Nico Robin and her strength, not only telling Black Maria not to underestimate her, but also us fans, because Nico Robin is about to pull the cat out of the bag and show what she's finally capable of doing. It's been over a decade since she got a fight, since Skypiea, and it's time for Oda to finally deliver. Nico Robin could be the most creative of the Straw Hats, but Oda never gives her time to shine in fights. She's always been in support and in the background, giving us information and never on the front lines, and now I think is the time for her to shine. And I would love for her to save Sanji as a cool nod to Enies Lobby, where Sanji and the Straw Hats were there to protect Robin, and now here she is saving and protecting Sanji. Also, Black Maria is a Toby Ropo, which is just one step below the commanders, so she is not weak in the slightest, and Robin's gonna have to pull up all the stops. It might even need to go beyond what she's capable of, and she might even unlock armament haki. I've said in the previous videos that I think of all the Straw Hats, she probably needs it the most because of how her powers work. Although it is very powerful, it has a severe weakness because she is a physical brawler or fighter. If she comes into contact with characters that are intangible and not affected by brute force or even breaking limbs, such as Monkey D. Luffy or Daz Bones, she is rather useless and can't really do anything. But Robin is a very creative person and she has a very unique ability. Oda could be very creative and take liberties with what she can do, and she might find ways around it. But I would love to see her come out of her comfort zone and break her limits and get pushed to the max and show what she's truly capable of, because it really has been far too long since she has gotten into a fight and prove that she too is a fighter and one of the more powerful Straw Hats in the crew. But also, when she fights Black Maria, I can see a situation where she actually grabs her and snaps her back, come to find out that it's actually not her real body, but it's actually a body made of silk, because Black Maria's Devil Fruit form is rather different than other Devil Fruit Zoans that we've seen. When she transformed, her top half is still human, but her bottom half is the full spider with 2 eyeballs, and that always made me wonder what was going on there. Because going off of other Zoan Devil Fruits, when you go full Zoan, she should just be a pure spider and there shouldn't be any human remnants on her body. Or if she turned hybrid, she would be a weird mix between a spider and a human, where she would have probably spider legs on her abdomen, but yet her top half is human and her bottom half is a spider with eyes. So I think that's actually a decoy on top of her body made of silk, and we might find that out during the battle, that it's actually a substitute to protect her real body, as people would not think that obviously that was a fake body on top of it. It would definitely be creative, but it was also something that just popped into my mind. It might not be like that, it might be, we'll just have to wait and see. But also, I want to talk about Bao Huang and the other people. I'll call them the Huang sisters, because they have this very strange ability, which definitely seems to be Devil Fruit related, where anyone with the eye symbols on a paper tattooed or placed on their body, they're all connected and can see through the same eyesight, similar to the Rinnegan with the pains, where they're all able to see with each other's eyes. And we know this because when she says she can see the red scabbards, we get a zoom in on the eye and it seems to activate, where we're able to see through someone else's point of view. I think it's really awesome that these Huang sisters got this nice little network of information going around, where they're able to speak to everyone and see everyone. But now we are at the end of the chapter, where it seems to be that there is someone else on the island and they are there helping the scabbards heal up. We do not know who it is, but we damn sure can speculate. Honestly, there are only 2 people it could possibly be. At first I thought, and I seen other people think that it was Enel, like Enel is on there helping the scabbards. First of all, that makes 0 sense. He would make a grand entrance and be there, and second of all, he doesn't even know the scabbards. Why would he help them? He would come there to attack and destroy everyone. But let's talk about who those 2 people could possibly be. Number 1, it's Fukurokuju. We did see him leave the battlefield for a brief moment, and we have no idea where he is or what he's been doing since, so it could possibly be there to find out that he was actually double-crossing Orochi, and he's actually been with the Kozuki clan the entire time, only being with Orochi because he was kind of scared with what was the repercussion that was going to happen, and also keep an eye on him. But I also don't think that's a choice, because he seems really malicious and really on the side of Orochi and the Beast Pirates. So who else could that possibly be at the end of the chapter? Well, I think it's actually our fair lady Hiyori. I think that long strand that people mistaken to be an earlobe is actually a strand of Hiyori's hair. We've seen that she has 2 hairs on the side of her face that dangle, so it's probably that. She makes the most sense. She has a deep connection with the scabbards, and of course she would be on this island because the princess is always there to see the defeat of the main antagonist. Although she said she didn't want to see the scabbards or Momonosuke until the battle was over, she did say that she really wanted to kill Orochi, so of course her being on this battlefield and trying to help out defeat Kaido makes a lot lot of sense for her character and the progression of the story, carrying on her father's will and bringing down his enemies. But the real question is, what does this mean going forward in this battle? Well, I think this actually sets up a fight with two characters down the line, and that is of course Queen and Sanji. Sanji does know that the scabbards are up there and the beast parts are heading over there to go kill them, and Sanji seems to be worried and doesn't want any harm done to them. So obviously once he's freed, he's gonna go check on them and protect them. But also because Bao Huang and her social network is going around and everyone could hear, once they find out that it actually is Hiyori, I do not believe the beast parts know that it is Hiyori. They do not know what she looks like, but what they do know is the most famous courtesan on Wano, Komurasaki. And once word gets out that Komurasaki is where the scabbards are, obviously this is gonna get Queen's attention, because we all know that he loved Komurasaki and was very hurt when she was dead. So if he finds out that she is there with the scabbards, he might finally make a move up there to kill them, but also get her once and for all. And thus that will get a clash between Sanji and Queen, because we know that Queen has his eyes set on Sanji because he is Vince Smoke's son. And there we go, a battle between Sanji and the second division commander, second commander of the beast parts. And because the scabbards are right in front of the entrance leading to the rooftop, once the battle is over, Sanji and Jinbei could go up to the rooftop and help out if they so choose to. And because Sanji recognizes Hiyori as the girl that was with Zoro, he's gonna take this opportunity to try to swoon her over and be her knight in shining armor. So really this is a battle for Komorozaki'S love. At the end, this is just speculation, but at the end of the day, you can't lie, this really is a match made in heaven. But that's the video. I really enjoyed this chapter. I thought it had great pacing, showing us what's going on underneath the rooftop and setting up future events and fights as well. And if Robin does indeed fight Black Maria, that is probably the fight I'm most excited for besides the one on the rooftop, because it has been so long since we've seen Robin in a fight. Oda could also be very creative with her fight because her devil fruit is very unique, and might even take the opportunity to make her unlock some haki, observation, or armament if he wants to go down that route. Either way, I'm super excited for the fights down the line and for future chapters. Put down in the comments what you guys think of this chapter. I thank you guys. Have a good day and a good night. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Toodles!